That looks right. Am I smart or what? I'm getting there. That looks right. Am I smart or what?
Am I to assume that you have the correct solution to that logic problem?
I think I do.
Let's have a look. Why, you appear to have indeed found the solution. Well, since you've proved yourself to be intellectually above average, which means talking to you should do me no harm, what would you like to talk about?
When and how did you meet Josiah Crowley?
Last summer, while on my way to the university for a conference, I stopped for a bite at the Lilac Inn. Since it was crowded and I was in a hurry, I agreed to share a table with an elderly gentleman who, like me, was by himself. As soon as I told Mr. Crowley who I was and what I did, well, he insisted that I give him a training session that very afternoon, and was so thrilled with his progress that he demanded I stay and teach him everything I knew.
So it was his idea that you set up your school in his house?
Oh, I know rumor has it that I somehow tricked him into it, that I insinuated my way into his home, but I assure you that was not the case.
Were you surprised when you found out that Josiah had left you everything?
Delighted? Yes. Surprised? Not really. Josiah was all alone, you see, surrounded by people like the Crandalls and that banker, Jim Archer, people who were nice to him only because they knew he had money.
Would it be okay if I looked around?
Go right ahead. The place is more like a museum than a house. Josiah was a man of many, many interests. I'll be right here if you have any questions.
Was this Josiah's clock?
Everything in here was Josiah's. As you'll soon realize, Josiah's mental faculties were starting to go, I'm afraid. He tended to ramble. Very little of what he wrote in there makes sense.
What are you when you win barred bounce? What poet is the cat's meow? What will Para, my miniature golf course, get you? What's Gloria's middle name? Becoder is in the rivet. 2 to the right. It looks like Josiah lent a trivet to someone, but I can't make out to whom. The man on stage in this picture, is that Josiah?
Yes, that's from a production of A Midsummer Night's Dream that he directed and starred in. It closed after 2 nights, but he didn't care. He loved that play.
What do you do with these?
I put them on the windshields of cars parked in the area. Great advertising.
Ever put them on cars at the Lilac Inn?
All the time. I've gotten quite a few pupils that way.
That car I saw before is gone.
Something I can do for you?
Well, my name's Nancy Drew, and my father said
Say no
that...
more. You're here to pick up some papers. They're in that envelope.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Say, is that your roadster out there?
Yes, it is. Did I park somewhere I shouldn't have?
No, it's just that my regular driver never showed up today, so I've got no way to deliver all these telegrams. How would you like to earn some extra cash?
You mean you want me to deliver them for you?
You've got a car, you're trustworthy, or at least your father thinks you are, so what do you say? I'll pay you 25 cents each time you complete a delivery. And you might even get some tips.
Okay, sure.
Great, you're hired. Here, deliver this to Seymour out at Blenheim Nursery. Come back when you're done and I'll pay you and give you another telegram to deliver.
Great. See you in a little while. I've got a telegram for Seymour.
Just leave it on the desk there. I'd, tip you, but as you can see, my hands are filthy.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to doll up some of my plants before this guy named Mr. Martin comes in. He's a big cheese at some oil company, and I'm hoping he... Ow!
Did that plant just bite you?
It did kind of feel that way.
I think I'll be going now. Bye!
What's cooking?
Have you met Richard Topham?
Yeah, I've had the displeasure of meeting that quack.
You don't think he can help people develop their psychic powers?
The only thing he's good at is separating little old ladies and dim-witted rubes from their hard-earned cash. In fact, he came over while they were putting out the fire today. Asked me who you were, and I was so frazzled at the time I told him. I don't usually give that crackpot the time of day.
Josiah Crowley seemed to think he was legit.
Like that circus fella said, there's a sucker born every minute. Me? I think ESP is a lot of J-U-N-K.
Where did that barred bounce game that's in the parlor come from? Do you know?
Emily says Josiah Crowley brought it in one day and just left it. Said it was so guests, as in him, would have something to do while they waited for a table.
What was Emily's mom's middle name? Do you remember?
Of course I do. It was... Oh, piffle. It's right on the tip of my tongue. It was... It'll pop into this feeble brain of mine one of these days. Why don't you just go ask Emily?
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Don't take any wooden nickels.
Hi, Nancy.
What was your mother's middle name?
Lois. Why?
Oh, just curious. Is the clock in the parlor the one Josiah gave you?
Yes. I don't know why he gave it to us. It's never worked, and nobody can open it to find out why.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Thanks again, Nancy.
Dropping it. There we go. Now, how may I be of service?
I'd like to talk to Carson Drew. His number is KL57187.
Hang on a minute.
Carson Drew,
Hi, Dad.
did you pick those papers up yet?
Yep.
Great. You can give them to me tonight when you get home from Emily's. So, what else have you been doing?
I'm earning money by delivering telegrams for Tubby's Telegrams.
Good for you. That's a great way to meet people and to accumulate a little cash, which might come in handy. You're putting extra wear and tear on your car, you know.
Yes, Dad.
What else have you been up to?
This Richard Topham guy honestly believes he has psychic powers.
He's not just some sort of con man?
No, I think he's so good at convincing himself that he can read minds and move spoons that he has no problem convincing other people that he can.
Or perhaps it's a function of the clever Hans effect.
Oh, I just read something about that.
Then, as you know, sometimes an interrogator will give involuntary visual and/or verbal cues in order to help another person arrive at the desired answer. Keep your eyes and ears open when you're around this Topham fellow. He may unconsciously tell you more than either of you realizes.
Goodbye, Dad.
Keep in touch.
a miniature golf course! Swell! Looks like I'm supposed to put my scorecard in here when I'm done. Interesting.